Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt, and this is the Matt and Dave Show, coming at you again. Live on recording.
Live on stage.
We're live.
We're live.
But they're gonna hear it recording.
Yeah, you're gonna hear us.
So we do our best not to do any editing.
Always in the past tense. That's what we do.
We've done our best not to, I don't know.
I don't think so. We did have a live show for a while. Technically, we've done this live.
We have done this live. I mean, we could do this live. I think we're fine doing it live. But, you know, I mean...
No, I didn't like doing it live.
I liked the live aspect of it from, you know, like theater background.
Oh, sure.
But, you know, like having to like commit to a time every week.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
That's BS.
I like the flexibility of this.
I like the flexibility.
Way more.
Right. We do it, and, you know, like within a day or so, it's up, and everybody enjoys it.
All the 3 people that listen to it really dig it.
I really want to know how many people actually listen.
There are a surprising amount of people that listen to this. It's
so it's 20 instead of 3.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That would actually surprise me.
It would surprise.
It really
me.
would.
Like, there's people that they'll message me randomly and be like, "Oh, dude, like something about the show." I'm like, "Oh, I did. Yeah, all right."
Nobody messages me.
Yeah. Nor should they.
No, I mean,
I messaged you.
I didn't mean about the show. I just meant like in general. Nobody talks to me.
Well, I mean, they've met you.
Hey, man.
Hey, relax.
That's not cool. I don't want to live in this world anymore.
So we're going to do the Nihilist show?
We live in a world where Hotel Transylvania 3 is number 1 at the box office.
All right.
Hotel Transylvania 1.
Yes.
And then 3, the third, that's thrice they've made this movie. Mm-hmm. Hotel Transylvania 3, number 1 at the box office.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like it. I don't know. I mean, listen, I get kids' movies. Really, I just didn't think Hotel Transylvania was that big of a franchise.
Well, maybe it's just one of those things where it's not up against anything.
I mean, it really wasn't. There wasn't anything else going. Well, Ant-Man and the Wasp is still out. This is the second week.
Oh, really?
And they dropped 63%.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you know what? You know what's really messed up about that is they're like Marvel for whatever reason is holding this movie back for like a month in other markets. They still haven't opened up in 49% of the other markets. Like that's how much more they have. They've already made what 150 million. How much is it?
You mean domestically?
Domestically, in 2 weeks they've made 132.8 million. No, worldwide.
Oh, so they
like I think Europe hasn't even opened in Europe yet.
Oh, wow.
Like anywhere in England or anywhere.
Wow. All right, that's weird.
Yeah, so they have 180 million domestic so far and 150 international. So that's 283.7 million in 2 weeks, and they still have 49% of its international markets to open in.
Wow.
So it's going to do well, and it's a good movie.
Yeah. You liked it?
I did. It was fun. I think it was a great, fun movie. Like, I like the Ant-Man movies because it doesn't take itself too seriously.
No.
And sometimes the Marvel movies get a little heavy.
They can get a little...
Which is why I liked when Thor Ragnarok changed it up. It was nice and light, and we needed it before, Infinity War.
Yeah,
dude. And we need Ant-Man after Infinity War, Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
But
that's
I cannot figure out Hotel Transylvania 3. Like, what's the deal?
Maybe it's just, like, is there any other competition, like, family movie-wise? But summer?
Incredibles 2, but that's been out for...
a while now.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I haven't even seen that yet.
Incredibles 2?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing, man.
I hear it's amazing.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I agree. I
still get bummed out when I watch those Incredible movies, though. It's like, you guys could be doing this with Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's true.
But you don't know what you're doing.
You don't. Poor Josh Trank. I'm actually really behind
I don't know.
on my movies right now.
You haven't seen shit.
I have not seen a damn
You
thing.
need to see some stuff.
I will see some stuff, I'm sure.
When?
When I feel like
What
it,
are you
Matt.
What are you doing that is so important in your life right now?
Not that.
Exactly.
Well, I like to see movies with the missus. Mrs. is doing a play right now, so
She's busy. I know.
Yeah.
I know. But there's some movies that Mrs. doesn't want to see.
I get it.
You can go see that.
I could go see that, but I don't.
Whatever the movies are that she doesn't want to see right now.
I don't know. I can't imagine there would be Hotel Transylvania 3.
Well, yeah.
I could probably see that one by myself.
No adult
comfortably.
with a school-age child wants to see that. Without a school-age child wants to see that movie.
I have no desire to see that.
Never seen any of the
They
Hotel
were
Transylvania
doing.
things.
I did see something about that, and that's the only reason I knew it was out. Is they did an Alexa tie-in
With Hotel Transylvania?
3. Hotel Transylvania 3.
Oh, sorry.
Well, but they filmed something with like the baby vampire talking it to an Alexa.
There's a baby vampire?
I don't know. Did you hear me like question it?
All right.
I think it was a baby vampire. Like, so it's Adam Sandler as the vampire.
Yep.
Right.
I knew that.
Dracula or a vampire. I don't know.
I think he plays Dracula.
Yeah. So I think he's got a little kid now, and that kid was like having trouble sleeping. And he wanted them to tell the story. And the dude was, he was like, no. So they were like, oh, Alexa, tell us a story. But this is all like animated. So it's like all one big product placement for Alexa. I don't think it's in the movie. I think they just made it.
Like a commercial.
Just as a commercial, yeah.
Wow.
Which is interesting. And like an interesting way of monetizing, like pre-monetizing content. Like while you're under the hood making this movie, you're going to have to make like 3 Alexa commercials with it and stuff like that.
Right.
And they did it with... They actually did it with Saturday Night Live for a little while. They were doing ads that were written by SNL writers, and like when MacGruber was popular, they were doing Pepsi ads with MacGruber in it that would run during Saturday Night Live, so you wouldn't tune away.
Oh, right.
Like, and you wouldn't fast forward. Like, it was a way to stop you from fast forwarding through the ad because it was the same characters.
Because it looks like it's a Saturday Night Live sketch.
And it is. It's essentially a Saturday Night Live sketch. Like, it's like, oh, well, I legally changed my name to Pep Suber. Pep Suber? Why the hell would you? Boom. You're like, oh, shit. Oh, I just watched an ad. Those motherfuckers got me to watch an ad.
That's the way to do it, man.
That's the way you have to.
You have to do it that way.
You have to do it. Like, the commercials have to be good. They have to be content at this point.
They have to be. Well, and I would say that for a little while, the advertising agencies have done a good job of making commercials watchable. It was just you don't want to watch them because you want to get back to the show.
Right. You're still going to fast forward through it.
I'd say that if you're gonna, I think nowadays especially, your commercials have to be Super Bowl caliber all the time.
I would
say
they
have to go viral. That's the best way to get your item, your product.
That's true.
In front of a wide audience is to have shit go viral. You know?
It really depends on who you're targeting and stuff like that, obviously. But,
That's true.
But, are commercials going to be a thing after a certain point? Like, the standard 15 to 30-second format commercial where, because we're going to watch commercials on Netflix? There's no commercials on Netflix.
Not yet.
No, but you pay for the service.
Right. I also pay for Hulu, but they're still showing commercials before and after certain things.
I know, it sucks.
It's seriously.
Don't they have the pony up for no commercials version?
Yeah. So I'm watching something the other day. I forget what it was that I was watching, but a little notice came on beforehand that said, due to streaming rights, this will not be shown commercial free. We will run a short commercial before and after this episode.
Interesting.
And I was like, well, but we have the paid subscription. Why are we getting commercials if we pay for it?
Right.
Then don't put this as part. What are you doing? Are you gonna now? What is the next tier? Super duper no commercials ever whatsoever for anything that you ever watch. There's 80,000 tiers for Hulu now. It gets ridiculous. We're gonna charge you to not have commercials, but wait, there's a few things that still have commercials.
Are bad.
Hey, if you want no commercials, it's gonna be another $5 a month.
Yeah, it's so weird. That is so weird. I'm so curious. And to be fair, and I will say this about Hulu, their job has to be hard. Constantly trying to figure out and maintain like you have like 4 different networks full of rights, all the different rights management, and each has its own vested interest in the company.
Very true.
And each has its own requirements and its own separate deals with its own advertisers. Then you have the fact that each show has its own separate deals with its own advertisers. And then sometimes the shows are owned by a different company than they are broadcast through a different company. And all of that has to take place. And then you have to manage the actual rights management through an online server where ad revenue can be opted out of technically. But you don't, you have no idea what contract's been negotiated for what, for when, you're interpreting old rebroadcasting rights into new internet streaming rights, and what's the actual, that sounds like a fucking nightmare to me. Whoever has that job in this world, whatever department had been assigned that, I am sorry. I am sorry you were at the forefront of this. I am sorry that you have to figure this Gideon's knot out. I am sorry. But bless you. Bless you for doing the work.
I can't be that complicated.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I'm aware, everything that you said, I know happens, but maybe now, because of the way things are, it's a little bit more simplified.
You just watched 2 commercials on a no commercial subscription.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
and that was a compromise somebody found, eventually got through.
Right.
That's not even...
Right, we're not going to interrupt each episode.
Right.
Or we're not going to interrupt you in the episode, but between the episodes, we will interrupt you.
Right, right.
We're still not showing you commercials, but we are.
Right.
Somebody had to go through the fine print on the service agreement.
Right, exactly.
Which they always put in is, they can change at any time.
No,
agreed.
Yeah. And then you have to measure that against the public backlash, how many people are going to cancel if we show a commercial against what are the numbers crunched on that one? How many subscriptions will we lose based on the ad revenue that we will be forced to carry and make? It just sounds like a nightmare to me.
Well, what's going to happen once all of these production companies have their own streaming service? Will they need commercials?
Yes.
Will everything be funded by subscription money?
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, pay cable like HBO, Showtime. Those guys did it for a long time without actually product commercials.
They did.
They were just commercials for their series and shows and movies.
They do, and you pay about $20 a month.
Sure. Which is almost what we pay for Netflix now. Actually, it is what we pay for Netflix now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about that. It's almost $20. I think it's 17 something.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So you pay $20 a month for Netflix. You don't get any Netflix commercials.
No, that's true.
You know what? Okay, while we're talking about commercials,
go ahead.
You know
please.
what really is pissing me off?
Ooh, please.
The fucking commercials in the middle of videos on social media. I cannot stand the little ads right smack dab in the middle of a fucking video.
What do you mean?
You haven't seen that yet?
You mean stuff in the middle of a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but that's how streamers, monetize. If it's over X amount of minutes, they get to put, X amount of streaming breaks per minute grouping.
I can't handle it, man, because they break in the middle like nothing. There's no clear break in the content. It's not like television shows where they actually
they've budgeted for
where
the
they budget for that.
Yes.
Okay, we shoot a 22-minute TV episode. We're gonna have 8 minutes of commercials, and we know that we're gonna take a commercial break right here. This is how we're gonna rate the episode.
Yes.
Right? This is a video of a dog barking that sounds like a cat meowing, and all of a sudden it'll stop and an ad will play.
Well, you know why that is?
No, I know why it is. I'm just saying I hate it.
Well, I mean, but that's that their little video went viral, so they were like, oh shit, I can monetize this. I can make that money off this video, so I'm gonna do it. Well, how long is it? Great, I put an ad in the middle of it. I don't care. People are still gonna click through. No, I agree with you that it's
I stopped watching it.
Oh, did you really?
Oh, absolutely. No. If an ad pops up, I won't watch the rest of the video.
Oh, nice. Principled.
I mean, that's the only way that you teach them that's not what you want, right?
Yeah. No, I agree.
So if you watch that ad to finish the rest of that video, you a chump.
Wow.
Throwing the gauntlet down.
Wow.
That's my style.
That is definitely not your style. That's not your style.
I throw gauntlets down all the time.
Yeah. But you don't expect people to. You just like drop them and like leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like.
I mean, I don't expect
you're
people
like
to
the
follow
flower
me.
girl of gauntlets. You just walk down and like, I'm gonna put a gauntlet here. I'm gonna put a gauntlet here.
Yeah, I don't care. I do my own thing. I throw a gauntlet down, but that's pretty much where it ends for me because I don't come back and check.
No, nor should you.
No.
So speaking of the YouTubes, so I ponied up and I got my YouTube Red, I don't remember, YouTube Pro.
The YouTube subscription. I don't know what it is. I think it's Red.
Yeah, I think it might be YouTube Red. I got the YouTube subscription, so I could watch Cobra Kai because they have the first 2 episodes for free. You can watch those, and you're like, oh, all right, and holy shit. Wait, have you seen it?
No.
Okay. So holy shit.
Okay.
That show is so fucking good.
How many episodes is it?
10.
Really?
Yes.
Half hour?
Yeah, about half hour.
Okay.
Wow. That show is so much better than it ever needed to be.
Really?
Yes.
So is it a comedy? Is it a spoof of itself, or
No.
is it like an actual continuation of the Karate Kid?
It's an actual
as told through Johnny.
It's an actual continuation of the Karate Kid story,
Okay.
as told through Johnny in this very like self-reflective type of way. Like it still parodies. It's like it parodies the notes of the original Karate Kid movie. Like it has the same feel and the same building blocks, but for Johnny's character, as the Mr. Miyagi,
Right.
and it's him, but instead it's so fucking good on so many levels. So he instills the Cobra Kai ethics. Like, so all these things that you have been told were bad, all of these things for like 4 movies, they really just beat you over the head with that are bad.
Right.
And he's like, no, these are like, you got picked on? Well, fucking punch the kid in the face.
Right.
I felt like it was my dad telling me, like, giving me fighting advice.
Right.
It's like, no, dude, just punch the kid. Like, that's all you have to do, just punch the kid. Just punch him in the face. Son, I promise you, just right in his stupid little nose. Just make him bleed. And he's right. And that's the thing that you're watching this, you're like, holy shit. Like, he's right. Like, 80% of this is not bad advice, and it works on this kid. And you're like, oh shit. Oh, this is cool. Like, and then you start hearing Johnny's side. A lot of it, I don't want to say kind of follows, but there's like notes of that not conspiracy theory, but that plot thing, like Johnny was the real hero and he was, he
was the real Karate Kid.
Right, he was the real Karate Kid, and he's like, he has that mentality. He's like, I wasn't the best guy to her, but along comes this kid, and he's like out of nowhere, and he like punches me. You know what I mean? Like, in his mind, a little like he was kind of the victim.
He's the good guy
of that relationship. Like, everybody's the hero in their own mind.
Right.
He admits a lot of his failings, and it gives you like secondary tier characters to kind of like see how he got that way. Like his stepdad, the rich one's kind of a prick, and his sensei was obviously a fucking monster.
Yeah, true.
And it explains why he joined Cobra Kai to begin with.
Right.
And like all these other like different things. And Danny LaRusso has his own arc as well.
Right.
And it's not linear. None of these guys' arcs in this story not a linear straight through thing.
Okay.
It doesn't get as tropey as you would think it would or should. Like, they start, it's kind of gray. The whole thing is very ambiguous, and that's the part that I loved about it. You're like, at what point does the old adage is, if you truly want to corrupt somebody, don't or you truly want to test a man's character, don't take everything away from him. Give him everything he's ever wanted. And that will truly be a test of their character. Where do you end up
on that spectrum. Like, if you give these nerds, all of a sudden this power, what do they do with it?
Right.
Like, what is their true character? And it's not always like the good guy is not crystal clear, the bad guy is not crystal clear. Like,
That's usually how it works in the real world.
Right. But it's woven very well in this story, in these arcs. You're pushing for a lot of these characters, but at the same time, you're kind of uncomfortable with some of the things that these people do. Like, you don't agree 100% with anybody. And that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, for a fucking Karate Kid sequel series on YouTube.
Right.
Way higher level than it ever fucking needed to be.
Right.
Way higher level. Like, honestly, I would say the only consistently, rootable characters are Danny LaRusso's wife, who's just amazing. She's a great character throughout the whole thing. He's like, but no. And the lead kid's best friend, who's this kind of nihilistic, sarcastic, just kind of he's a bit of a prick, just because, he understands the hierarchy of high school. He's like, look, I'm not going to fight my way to the top. I'm going to stop you from talking to that girl. It's going to go badly for you. And here's why. Like, he's just this defeatist nihilist, and it's great. It's so well written. And he's he signs up for some of the lessons. And he's like, no, why would I pay this guy to punch me? This is stupid. No, I don't need to take karate lessons because I have you. I'll just hang out with you. See? It all works out well for me.
Right.
Great character. Very, very good character.
So, obviously, Ralph Macchio is not the star of this series.
He is not the star, but they were trotting him out for the talk show circuit and stuff, but he's the only one people would know.
Right. No,
from
I
the
get
original.
it. I get it. Well, and you could do him and William Zabka together.
You really could.
And then kind of pass the torch. But I wonder, because I remember seeing this when it first came out. It's called Cobra Kai. It's a spinoff of Karate Kid. Ralph Macchio is the Karate Kid. Now it looks like he's not going to be front and center. What does that do? Especially let's face it. Aside from a handful of things, Ralph Macchio hasn't done much since Karate Kid.
No, he hasn't.
He had he did My Cousin Vinny. Yep. He had a couple of appearances.
In Diner, wasn't he? Oh, but that was before.
That was before, way before. I don't know if he was in Diner.
It was something like that, though.
He had one or two guest spots on Entourage.
Yep.
He even had a guest spot on How I Met Your Mother. But
as himself?
As him, well, yeah, but that was, I think that's what started this whole little thing, because
you said William Zabka was it.
Neil Patrick Harris's character thinks that William Zabka is the real Karate Kid.
Right.
So there's this episode where Ralph Macchio comes on. Neil Patrick Harris's character says, "I want the Karate Kid at my bachelor party," and they get Ralph Macchio. He's like, no, he's not the real one. And then all along, it's revealed that the clown is actually William Zabka. So,
I should watch that episode.
But then he actually comes back for the final season when it's this wedding, and William Zabka is in half of the episodes.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's really great.
He's good.
Yeah, he's like, I just want people to know my poetry, and so it's funny. But that's kind of what started. But it made me wonder, after that appearance where they were both on, where they shared screen time, then it became William Zabka was just shot up, he came back out of nowhere.
Right.
And Ralph Macchio's I was the Karate Kid, and now they're doing Cobra Kai, and I'm here, but now it's his turn. How do you feel as a performer?
They should feel good because there's meat. There's meat to go around with these parts. He could.
Is he in every episode?
He's in damn near every episode.
Right.
And it's there's a good arc about their relationship. How they're old. How you have that old rival. You meet your bully 30 years later, and you're
right.
Shit has happened between now and then to where it's not a thing anymore. But at the same time, there's memories, and you see it from both people's perspectives. You see Daniel LaRusso getting, for lack of a better word, triggered by certain things. He'll see seeing that Cobra Kai, like it's in the trailer, you see him like drive by the Cobra Kai thing again, and it like that.
You didn't feel good about it.
No, and you understand why. Like you may not like what he does, but you understand why he does it. Like, and as a kid who was picked on, like I got it. Like I completely understood it. But there's like real like actory meat there. Like this is a well-written, well-thought-out show. Mm-hmm. It's so weird that I'm like so effusive with praise over a fucking YouTube show, but it hit me. Like
right.
it was the perfect thing that it needed to be, and then like +4.
I wonder who the creators were. I wonder if they like the original people who were behind the Karate Kid came back and had a part in this.
Yeah, and there's enough like, and they do references to like not The Last Jedi. What was the first one? The
Karate Kid?
No. The J.J. Abrams Star Wars sequel. The first one.
The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like in The Force Awakens, how they hit a lot of the notes of there was a
The
they
original
do
Star
that
Wars.
with this.
Do they?
In reverse.
Right.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
It's like they give you enough nods to the other one in forms of beats, like, same cinematic beats and same plot beats.
Right.
And also like nostalgia, like revisiting old locations and stuff like that, and showing it's cool. Mm-hmm. It's really, really cool. And they do an episode kind of like dedicated to Pat Morita as well, where they address, his character's passing.
Right.
And, that's not a spoiler. Noriaki Morita is dead.
Right.
He's just old. It's the
I
way
love how you
goes.
called him by his actual name, not Pat.
Pat Noriaki.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. I'll stop my rant on it, but I wanted to make sure people knew that, like, give this a chance. And I think, and like even my wife loved it.
Oh, she watched it too?
Yeah, and she loved the Karate Kid.
Right.
And she was like we would be like, dude, do we have time to squeeze in like 4 episodes? Like we powered through this shit. We powered through it. It was awesome. Highly recommended. Dave Russell recommendation. 10 times out of 10. I enjoyed it. You should too. A+.
I'm trying to look to see. I heard they are doing a season 2.
Yeah, second season
And they
is
are.
absolutely greenlit.
Yeah.
And it is well written to have a second season.
And I was trying to find out like when it might be coming out. It just says 2019. So you have at the very least, 5.5 more months.
Yes.
Until
and you're gonna have to get a YouTube subscription to do it.
Yeah.
And I think it's like $11.99 a month, some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Worth it. I'm gonna say it. It is worth it. If I would tell you if this was on DVD, I would tell you to buy this DVD for $15.
I don't know, man. I kind of think that
Worth it.
I don't know.
Do you ever hear me get excited about things?
I don't. But I kind of just want to. I don't know.
Worth it.
Look, it's free. Oh, that's free right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it only shows you a little. Like it shows you snippets of each episode.
But it's episode 9.
Yep. And it'll show you about like a minute and a half of it.
And then they want you to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. I will find a way to get around this.
I'm sure you could. I mean,
I'm
like,
sure it'll be available on DVD. You know
Yeah.
what? I'm sure it'll be available on DVD. And you know what I'll do?
you'll go to the
fucking library.
Go to the library.
Although I don't know about that. I've had these movies in my house for about a month now. I gotta take them back.
Yeah, you should. Taking them out of circulation for somebody else.
I know.
Oh, that's why we don't have nice things.
So I feel like we can predict the future.
Wow. That is not where I thought this was going to go. Why am I the soothsayer the prognosticator of prognosticators?
I think you did that last week.
I did, and that's why I wanted to do it again, because it's applicable.
It's true. It's very
It
true.
is. And how many times do you get to work in the same Groundhog Day
true.
reference
The same
2 weeks in a
episode.
row?
That's true. That's very good. It's very true. Now you have to do it every week.
Well, that's going to be tough.
I know. Challenge extended.
There goes the gauntlet. Right down. There it goes.
I don't think I was throwing a gauntlet there. I don't know
You
about
were.
that.
You were just laying it down on the ground.
I mean,
all right, pick it up if you want. I gotta go.
I gotta do other things.
All right. Why are we oracles?
Well, we were talking about Kenan Thompson last week.
As well, we should.
Sure. And then less than a week later, he gets nominated for an Emmy finally.
It's about damn time.
I agree. I mean, the guy's only been acting for 20 plus years?
Yeah. He's given you his heart and soul.
For a long time.
A long ass time.
Ever since Russ from Mighty Ducks, he's been giving you his all.
That's right.
He's giving you his all.
Or at least a strong 80%.
Yeah. But, his 80% is much better than our 100%, so...
Yeah,
good for him.
I am excited.
Yeah, I just thought that was weird that we were singing his praises,
yeah,
and he finally gets the Emmy nod. I guess
awesome.
somebody at the Emmy is listening to us.
Oh my God.
Maybe they're one of the 20.
Maybe they're one of the. Maybe it's just 20 Emmy voters.
Oh man, I wish we had that kind of power.
Only Emmy voters listen to our show, so we have influence.
Well, I mean, if you look at the Emmy list, it's
true.
a lot of things we talk about and like.
That's true. If you want to start submitting for your consideration ads to us, we're more than welcome to air those.
Please send your packages of money to the care of Matt and Dave show.
Oh my God!
If you want to do direct deposit, we can set that up too.
Got no problem. I'll start a tax ID for this shit. Toot sweet. I am glad he got it. I think it's well deserved. Although I will say, I thought his, if you look at the announcement for it, there's a whole bunch of people shitting on Kenan. A whole bunch of people calling him.
Really?
Yeah. People are like, he's just deadpan in one note. Why would you nominate him for an Emmy for that? And I can see some of the criticism, but I don't think it's I understand where you're going for it, but I think it might be a little excessive.
That was kind of in line with something I said last week, though.
Yeah?
About how he, does the same thing, but he does it well.
He's consistent.
He's consistent,
Yeah.
and it fits in the things that he does. He doesn't Kevin Costner it, but
No.
he does.
Yeah.
So it's
he's a
kinda
through
similar.
line. He's a through. You could put an entire sketch on his back, and he will fucking carry it over the finish line.
True.
It may not be everybody else could fall and die in that sketch. And he will get you to the end within the appropriate amount of time and still make you laugh along the way. He is a fucking workhorse, man. He holds that show together.
It's true.
I mean, is he the best actor I've ever seen? No. Is he the best sketch comedian I've ever seen? No. No, absolutely not. Is he still warranted an Emmy? Abso-goddamn-lutely. Give that man his damn Emmy.
But are you wanting him to have an Emmy because he's been on the show so long, or because he actually is the best?
I think he deserves an Emmy for his job and how well he executes his job.
All right, I'll give you that. But that's not what the Emmy
What is the
does.
Emmy, really?
The Emmy recognizes the outstanding actor, actress, whatever, most outstanding thing in that category.
If you don't think those motherfuckers don't vote on any preconceived notions that they have, the fact that someone is dead, all dead people are magically awarded Emmys.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to just
Please,
we'll talk about.
please.
So he was actually nominated for supporting actor in a comedy series.
Does he support?
No. I'm not
Is
saying
he
that's,
an actor?
No, listen. I'm not saying it's the wrong category. I'm saying it's great. But listen to this list of other nominees.
Compatriots.
Okay. First, we'll start with the other person who was nominated from Saturday Night Live. And that was Alec Baldwin.
Okay. All right.
Which was basically just for his Trump impersonation.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Well, I mean, but he's done
On that
more.
show.
But now, yeah, that's all he does now.
If we're taking the season as a whole,
Right.
that's all he's done.
So you have Brian Tyree Henry from Atlanta.
Okay.
Henry Winkler from Barry.
I need to see Barry.
Yeah, me too. Louis Anderson from Baskets.
Okay.
Who plays the...
Yep.
Yeah. Tony Shalhoub from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes.
And then Titus Burgess from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Look, I don't know if he's going to win,
Right.
but he deserves to be nominated.
But does he deserve to be nominated because he is one of the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why does the lead actor only have 6 and supporting has 7? Anyway,
I don't know.
So is he one of the top 7 outstanding supporting actors in a comedy series?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, I can see it.
Is he one of the best from Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
One of the best males, because obviously that's how they break this category.
Yes.
You think he is?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Saturday Night Live one of the better television programs on right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, my tone changed on that one.
And listen, I'm only doing this just to play devil's advocate.
Oh, I understand.
I fully support Kenan Thompson as an Emmy nominee. I think he deserves one. I'm happy he got nominated. I don't think there's a chance he wins, but
I don't either.
I've got to be.
I mean, honestly,
the other side of this.
If he won, I would be real shocked.
Now, to be fair, I've not seen Brian Tyree Hill on Atlanta. I've not seen Henry.
I've seen
Winkler.
some clips.
I've not seen Louis Anderson. The only one on here that I've seen is besides Alec Baldwin is Titus Burgess, and I would love to know actually how much of Titus Burgess is in the character Titus from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
So I've heard some interviews with him, and the character is pretty close to him, except he gets no pop culture references.
Really?
He doesn't understand, like, all the patter and stuff that he does about, like, you know, where he's dropping all these references. The actor has no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Wow.
He has to have stuff explained to him just because it's not something he follows ever. It's like the Christopher Walken in The Rundown, where he talks about the Oompa Loompas. Mm-hmm. Christopher Walken never saw it.
He never saw it.
So he's like, I don't get like what's an Oompa Loompa? What you guys have to tell me what I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Dude, some of these things are insane. You know, you got Ted Danson now, lead actor in a comedy series for The Good Place.
He won he just got the record.
He is the most nominated actor in the comedy
ever
category ever.
Yep.
That's crazy.
He just beat it was him, Kelsey Grammer, and I'm gonna say not Perry Mason. Somebody else, like one of the old timey ones. I say old timey, like Ted Danson isn't old timey. He's 75, something like that. But yeah. He just broke out of the pack on that one.
As he should.
He's a great actor. And you want to talk about, like, I love a guy that's just like embraced television as a medium. Like, you don't see him trying to like elbow his way back into
I think
movies.
I think after that last movie he made with Whoopi, he was like,
yeah. Well, and to be fair, television blew the fuck up.
Now? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like he was on but he was kind of at the forefront. Like he was the initial villain on Damages, the Glenn Close.
Oh, was he?
Damages. Yeah. Okay. First season of Damages, he was.
Wasn't he on that show too with the short-lived show? No, that's the one he's on now, The Good Place.
No, there was another one though.
No,
Oh no, you're right.
That was the one on Showtime with Don Cheadle.
Yes.
There was a show on for a short period. I think it was on FX with Zach Galifianakis and Jason Schwartzman. Wasn't Ted Danson the other one on that?
Dude, that does. He does so much TV.
I think so.
That dude works.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a guy that just works, but makes good decisions in it. Like he's not like Nick Caging it. Like he's like, I want to do a lot of work, but I want to be selective.
That's true.
It.
There's some other interesting nominations here.
Who else you got?
So for supporting actress in a comedy series, there's three Saturday Night Live cast members.
Oh yeah.
Addie Bryant.
80
Bryant. Leslie Jones.
Yes.
Whom I adore.
Yes.
And Kate McKinnon.
Yes.
Of course.
I'm gonna have to give it to my girl Kate on that one.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I love Addie Bryant and I love Leslie Jones.
Well, but then, okay, so the rest of that list, though, is Zazie Beetz in Atlanta.
Okay.
Or Domino from Deadpool 2, if you...
Yep.
Betty Gilpin from Glow.
Ooh.
Alex Bornstein, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yep.
Megan Mullally for Will and Grace.
Ooh.
And rounding it out for a revival, Laurie Metcalf and Roseanne.
Ooh.
Yeah. Which actually,
Fascinating.
supporting actor in a comedy series. I guess he would have been, or would he have been a lead actor?
John Goodman?
Yeah. He was not nominated.
He was not nominated.
I still have not watched that.
I haven't either.
No. But then Millie Bobby Brown got supporting actress in a drama series for Stranger Things. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think, didn't that get like 13 nominations or something like that the
I don't
second
know.
season?
Netflix killed it with.
They crushed it.
I mean, they crushed it.
We shared a video of one of the Queer Eye guys, like finding about his nomination, which is just adorable. It's amazing and perfect to watch.
It really is. Gives you the feels.
You should watch that show. It's great.
Peter
Did you ever watch
Dinklage.
the original one?
No,
Oh, dude, it's such a good show.
No, it's not my thing.
It's like, if you feel like
I'm not a reality TV
crying,
fan.
if you feel like the cries,
Right.
then that is the show for you.
Eh.
I liked it. But I also liked the original one. I just thought it was great.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And the thing I liked about the original Queer Eye is that it was good advice. And it was good advice nobody else was fucking giving me.
Right.
Like, I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God somebody fucking said that.
Sorry, you trying to tell me something?
Yes.
Well, fuck you. So here's something else that's very interesting.
It's like, have you ever just wanted to soak in perfume for about 10 days? I'm just asking hypothetically.
Outstanding variety talk series.
Oh.
Take a guess on who you think might be nominated in that category.
I mean, I would say at least the big three.
Okay, just the first one that comes to your mind. Who do you think would be the first one to be nominated?
Outstanding variety to Stephen Colbert.
Yes.
Okay. Then you have Tonight Show.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, that surprises me.
That surprises me too.
I mean, I don't think it should be nominated, but I'm surprised that it wasn't nominated.
You don't think it should be?
No.
You're not a fan of Jimmy Fallon?
It's fine. I mean, I like him a lot more than I did on SNL, and that says a lot.
True.
Like, he's nice. He's great. It's, I won't say it's bad. It's just not my brand. It's not my thing.
Okay, that's fair.
Seth Meyers?
Nope.
Seth Meyers is not nominated. Okay.
Nope.
The guy on after Stephen Colbert?
Mm-hmm. James Corden.
James Corden.
The
yep.
Late Late Show. The Late Show and The Late Late Show were both nominated. Yes.
Nice. Daily Show?
Yep.
Nice.
Daily Show with Trevor Noah.
Yep.
I'm glad that they got a little respect.
A little
there.
love, yeah.
I hope they
he
keep
made it into his own thing. I
think they
respect that.
I do. You have to. I think you have to make it in your own thing. You can't
Yeah,
be the.
no.
You know, you cannot be the John.
The Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart. Thank you. You can't be the Jon Stewart Daily Show with Trevor Noah. You just
No,
can't. You have to be your
it's
own thing.
and he did. He absolutely.
They might have
made it his
lost
own
a
thing.
lot of viewers when
No, the
because-
transition's going to be rough.
Yeah, well, because it's a different. I think he's a different demo.
Oh yeah, he's a different
He's
demo, and a
younger,
different style
younger
too.
and different style. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay,
Who else?
so it's around. You have Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Yep.
Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
Nice.
Doesn't surprise me. And then Full Frontal with Samantha Bee.
But a lot of Daily Show alumnus.
I was not even aware. Well, yeah, Stephen Colbert, John Oliver, and Samantha Bee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was not,
And the Daily Show.
well, on the Daily Show itself. I wasn't even aware that Full Frontal was still on.
Oh yeah.
Is it? I mean, I know that she got into like a whole lot of
She
trouble
does
for
that from time to
saying
time.
a certain word that I'm not going to say here because I don't want to. I don't want people to be mad at me.
Right.
Um,
Do you want me to say it?
do you want to? Let's just not go there.
Okay.
Let's not go there.
I don't have a problem.
We don't
saying
want to. We don't want to piss off one of the 20 people that listen.
That's a good
to
point.
Us. You know what though? You know what's really funny about saying 20 now is we used to say 1,
it.
and then we said 3, and now we're saying 20.
It's like 20. It's like 1. It really is. I was just trying to make you feel better.
I know and I know who it is too.
I will say this though. I will absolutely say this. Of the people that I feel are like a true spiritual successor of Jon Stewart, I think Samantha Bee carries that torch.
I agree.
Like if you're looking for that particular like the anger associated with it, like Jon Stewart really had that palpable, not like insane anger, but like
Right.
you know what really grinds my like he was pissed off about a couple things and he wanted to air some grievances.
Right, and he
wanted
always
to Festivus the shit out of this.
Right.
And Samantha, like if you miss Jon Stewart,
Watch Samantha Bee.
watch Samantha Bee.
I absolutely 100%
Yes,
agree with you.
yes.
I mean, Colbert is his own thing.
Yep.
And like I know Colbert and Jon Stewart are friends.
Yep.
And you get Jon Stewart on Colbert sometimes.
Every once in a blue moon.
Yeah. But I definitely think that if the Daily Show with Jon Stewart was your thing, you need to be watching Full Frontal.
Yes.
But it's not every night.
No.
I think it's like only Wednesdays.
I think it might be.
I really wish she would do every night.
I don't know. I don't know when it's on.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
I don't have cable
Samantha
anymore.
Bee and,
I have no idea.
I would love to see Samantha Bee and Conan like be back to back, like
Ooh.
Well, because they're on the same network.
Yeah, they're on TBS.
I think she goes on after. Like I think her show airs after Conan.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Or maybe before or something. I don't know. But they're both on TBS. But I think she's only like one show a week. But I would love to see her every fucking day.
Yeah, no, she's great.
She's fantastic.
Absolutely great.
Fantastic.
I love. I'm a big Last Week Tonight fan. Well.
Yeah, absolutely. John Oliver's great too.
Yeah.
But there's something different though about the way John Oliver does it.
Oh, he's a deep dive.
He is a deep dive.
Like he's like I'm like a dog with a bone. Like I will gnaw this bone until you get to the inside core of it. Like, and that's what I do. Like I laser focus on one thing, and I get to the core of it. It's like It's like an entire show dedicated to one of the old like outsized pieces they used to do, like field reporting pieces,
right,
on Daily Show. It's like the Daily Show got like broken up, like Ma Bell.
It's true, yeah.
Like if you want the anger, you watch Samantha Bee. If you like the field report pieces where they kind of make fun of people and get down to the core of just a single issue, then you watch Last Week Tonight, which is like it's like a hosted field piece,
right.
And I love how much fun he has with it.
John Oliver?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I talk about a guy that just seems to truly enjoy his job.
Agreed. Yeah.
Just to love the work.
Agreed.
Who else? What else you got? Oh, you closed it.
Yeah, I closed it. I mean, that was pretty much it.
That's all you want to talk about?
I mean, there were a couple other, like Peter Dinklage was nominated again, as he should be.
Didn't he just hit a record for most nominated?
Most supporting actor in a drama series or something like that? Something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have a problem with Matt Smith being nominated as supporting actor in a drama series for The Crown. I think he should be a lead actor.
You think so?
Although I guess he wasn't. Was he? I mean, he is. Yeah, he's the lead actor in that show. Like, it's obviously it's.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's Claire Foy's show. Like, it's
yes.
she's the gig. Which, have you seen the trailer for Girl that plays in Spiderwebs?
Oh yes, I did.
With her as Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I really wish they would have carried on from like the what's her face.
Yeah.
And what's his face.
What's her face and what's his face?
I don't even remember what the last movie was called.
I didn't see it.
It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good. I thought it was really good.
I've never seen him.
It's right there. I can't.
Oh, you want me to look it up?
Nope. Daniel Craig.
Yep.
And I think Nicole Kidman had like a small bit in that.
Did she really? I need to watch those.
And she is the sister of the chick that used to be on House of Cards.
Sister of the chick that used to be on House
who was Sue Storm in the last Fantastic Four, and I can't remember her name either.
Wait, she was Sue Storm or the sister?
The sister was.
The sister was Sue Storm.
Hold on.
It's not Lena Headey, is it?
No.
I don't know.
Although she was nominated for Emmy too.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh, Game of Thrones?
For Game of Thrones.
Man. I don't see the...
You love to hate her. I mean, how could she not?
I don't know. I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Seriously, dude?
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
God damn, I can't even with you.
I know.
What the fuck do you do with your time? You don't watch movies. You don't watch Game of Thrones. You don't watch Walking Dead, which I don't blame you anymore. I don't watch Walking Dead anymore. That show's a shell of its former self.
Is it?
Oh, and now they're getting rid of like the two like leads of the show.
Right. Rick's leaving.
What the fuck are you doing,
who
man?
else? Who is the other one that's leaving?
It's Martha.
Oh, Jesus.
It really is. Martha. That just came back to me. Lori, I think is her name. I don't remember.
Oh,
the character I don't remember.
Lori. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I mean, to be fair, like, you want to do other things with your life. You don't want to be...
Sure.
You don't want to green jeans on Walking Dead.
I agree. No, I 100% agree, and I think that... his reasoning for leaving the show is appropriate too. Like, his whole reason for living was his family, and now his family's all fucking dead. Right. So fuck it, just go.
Just go. Seriously,
just get out. But like, it's it's not going to be nearly as good. It's not nearly as good now. So, what were we talking about? Talking about the girl who plays in Spiderwebs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That looks like it's going to be a good movie. Check it out.
You still couldn't figure out who it was?
Nope. Don't remember.
You don't. I don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Look it up for yourself.
But do some of your own legwork.
Yeah. You know, why do I have to do everything?
Why do I have to do this? You know what? You're right.
I'm right.
You're right.
I'm right.
You're so right.
And that's the way we'll leave it until next week.
Yep.
And we'll come back. Maybe we'll tell you who it is. Maybe we won't.
We probably won't.
We should start ending the show on a cliffhanger.
Is this a cliffhanger?
Yeah. People are going to be like, who are they talking about?
Oh, no.
I'll have to wait till next week, or I can just Google it.
Just Google it.
Or just use whatever search engine you use.
Frugal it.
Whatever it may be.
Hot tub high machine?
No, I got it.
Frugal it?
I'm done.
All right. We'll see you later, guys.
Late.
Peace.